Sharks. I'm Justin Bear from Bethesda, Maryland, and today I'm seeking $300,000 for 4% of my innovative apparel company, Collars & Co.
4%?
Sharks, welcome to Business Casual 101. Let's begin. So, you know this look where you're wearing a dress shirt under a sweater? It's pretty much the go-to look for every single guy that works in an office around the world. I lived in New York for 12 years. This is what's called the Midtown uniform. Problem is, I hated wearing a long-sleeve dress shirt under a sweater. It was always hot and uncomfortable and scratchy. I didn't even have to spend the time buttoning up my shirt in the morning. And then sometimes you would also get what's called floppy collar, where the collar just flops down halfway through the day. But worst of all was putting on a dress shirt under a sweater. It is so annoying. The sleeves always get bunched up. My sleeve's like right up there by my elbow. Sharks, I knew there had to be a better way, which is why I invented the dress collar polo. It's a stretchy, comfortable golf shirt, except the top has a firm collar on it. So it gives you that exact same look of a dress shirt, but it's really just a comfortable polo. Sharks, guys are wearing this with a tie, under a blazer, with a sweater, and even for just a slightly more elevated casual look with a polo. Sharks, we are helping guys look stylish and stay comfortable, and we've created a new category of shirt. Help me create the next great worldwide brand. Thank you. In front of you, we actually have 4 different collar styles.
So, all right, so let's talk about this here. That's a $7.5 million valuation. So hopefully, Justin, you got some sales to go along with it. I think I've worn that style before, like maybe once or twice, but I feel like there's shirts out there that have the, like, this part up here, like, sewed into the polo or the whatever the sweater thing, sure, I don't know, is called, and that it's like so like when you put it on, it just sits, and you're wearing like one piece of clothing with some extra clothing attached to it versus trying to just put a shirt over a shirt, because I know I've tried that in the past. I know I didn't like it. It was not all the things that Justin you said. Those are things that there are reasons that I wouldn't necessarily wear that. And that's why. So, Justin, because we're talking about dress shirts, I figured I would get dressed up for this video, and here we are. So, we're going to check out Justin's website at the end and see if he gets a deal here.
It's a nice stretchy material.
Yeah, it's stretchy.
It's lightweight,
it's light,
breathable.
Totally breathable.
Did you say 4%?
4%, yeah.
4%, okay.
Yeah.
So, sales so far?
We started last year. We've sold so far 92,000 shirts for $5.4 million.
Whoa, there you go. Whoa, wow. Direct-to-consumer or?
All direct-to-consumer, all online.
What was your profit margin on that?
20% net.
Justin, I gotta tell you.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, so this is a really, really well-made product.
Thank you.
But there's 2 things I hate. I hate with all my heart this look. I've always hated that Midtown look, and it's just not my style. I really hate that look. Another thing is I hate offers at 4% for $300,000. I'm out.
That answers that.
All right, we've had other shirt companies on Shark Tank. However,
that's a shutdown pretty quick there by Damon. That's gotta be a blow since he's the clothing guy there.
of all the ones in 14 years, you've had the fastest growth to 5 million. I always consider that a hurdle. Getting to 5, that's a real business.
Yeah.
So you must have some executional skills in this story that others don't have.
You're right, Kevin. The secret is in our marketing. It's in our funnel. We've mastered the funnel. I've been doing this for 20 years.
Doing what for 20 years?
Business, internet marketing. I had a business, be one of the first check-in applications for events.
Let me jump in. I mean, while these are super nice, I think what you're doing is fantastic. I don't think it's the right investment for me. So I wish you good luck, and I will purchase as gifts, but I'm out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, so I mean, Gaiman seemed pretty like, who are you? Like, I don't know you, and I've been in this space forever. That's I guess Damon trying to challenge him, challenge Justin there. Look, I think whenever you're, like fashion it's a big market, but it's a small industry. I think relatively speaking, from if I recall correctly from what I've heard in the past. So that, people know each other, and people that are really that great, like Damon probably feels like, oh, I would have heard of you if you were, that great, if you have that much experience and blah, blah, blah. But fact of the matter is it's still a big world, and there's a lot of people that find their way through different aspects of when Justin says funnel building, he's talking about like getting people to an ad, getting an ad served to people, and then getting them to go to the website, right? And then getting the collecting email addresses, getting the follow up with those email addresses, getting them in a newsletter, getting them to feel like they want to purchase from you. And if that is, I mean, that's impressive. 92,000 of any product sold is definitely very impressive. Especially if most of that is done through like Facebook and Instagram, like social media ads. But maybe it's search, it's Google search ads. I'm really interested to hear that. And then what's the return rate look like, as well as, they haven't dug into what the customer acquisition cost is. And I'm pretty confident that Kevin's probably going to be the one to ask.
Justin, I'm quite shocked because I'm in this business. I own a company called Localized, and we basically take big brands global, all over the world. This type of product specifically across Asia.
Yep.
We're seeing growth, but we're not seeing it at the stage that you've just taken this business to. What does it cost to make?
Cost to make landed $15. We sell it anywhere from $65 to $75.
Okay, I've never bid at a shirt deal because sure, it's such a total commodity. But you have numbers to justify it. First time in 14 years I'm going to make an offer to a shirt deal. I look at it and say, 300,000, 4% doesn't even get me out of bed to put a shirt on in the first place. I'll do it for 10%.
No way.
Nope.
Kevin,
Wow.
If this was an old line, private equity deal, old slow growth, cash flow, this is one of the fastest growing DTC brands in the country. We're growing at 28% a month.
Yeah,
We just
when you hit
doubled
that,
in
when
3
you hit
months.
that
It's
wall,
all the reason I'm making the offer.
do you have other
And
investors?
Justin,
I have no other investors.
Justin, to make...
I'm just the only
Justin,
one. Yeah.
you've completely dismissed an offer that I thought was pretty good.
No way.
What sort of equity are you talking about then? You came in with 300,000 for 4%. You've dismissed as if Mr. Wonderful wasn't even in the room. That's at 10%.
Well, that's a $3 million valuation. This thing, I pushed it for $7.5 million. It's not worth $7.5 million. It's worth 20.
Why is it worth 20?
Because this thing
What is your free EBITDA? What is it?
20%. We made $1 million.
Well, the EBITDA is earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization.
Justin,
what do you need?
Inventory, marketing, and we need to build a team. If we're going to go to $50 million, we need to have some key players in place.
How are you going to get the money for inventory? So are you looking to raise or are you looking to
We're going to
finance?
need a line of credit also.
Okay.
But the other thing that I'm looking for is a mentor and somebody to help me grow this thing really to the next level. This is.
You know what? I'll
could
mentor you.
be-
I'll mentor you. Take the 10% offer.
This
That was
this
my
could
mentorship.
be the next great brand.
I don't know whether you...
Man, Damon just can't let it go. He just he must really hate with all his heart this look that they are pushing at Collars and Co. I don't. I mean, now the 10% for 300,000. I don't think it's terrible. It's not like he's trying to pitch a royalty deal to him for every shirt, even though he definitely has some money there to be able to do it. But they still haven't talked about customer acquisition. What's it costing? And I'm gonna guess that it's probably in the neighborhood of like $15 to $20, which is gonna be a real tough sell. I mean, they haven't mentioned going into retail. And as well as, I'm kind of curious, like you build yourself as like a funnel hack master person, Justin, there, but then one of the key things you're looking for is helping with your marketing. But with that said, it's great that that Justin's looking for coaching and having somebody for a mentorship. Right. But I don't know. I mean, that maybe David's going to change his mind by the end, and because he's just going to be like, you know what, I'll just do it myself. Let's go.
know this market as well as I do. This is beyond brutal. And the reason why this is so brutal is because fashion shifts and moves at a literally rapid rate. And you are up here at the moment and you think you've got the dream ticket coming into Shark Tank. The reality is, in 6 to 12 months, this could go out of fashion.
Here's the reality, Peter.
I don't think it's going out of fashion.
Peter, here's the reality. Here's the
I don't
reality.
think so.
We're going into a recession. People aren't buying shirts when they can't pay their mortgage.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Then he starts bringing in more. He has a lot of SKUs. He starts bringing in more. You know, some things don't get sold. He doesn't have a second door like Burlington or any place to get rid of this. And now his inventory starts to chew into his profits. And then he realizes, oh, wait a minute. I don't know as much as I thought.
But David, these shirts, these are core styles that
When I got into business, Levi's was doing 18 billion. They're doing 4 now.
And Justin,
everything goes out of style.
Justin, I'm about to make you an offer.
Listen.
You need to cut out cost. I have that infrastructure, and I could take this product and sell it all over the world. So I'm going to make you an offer.
Okay.
But my offer is also at 10% for $300,000.
You must be
Justin,
kidding.
what's your
Honestly,
Just why do you even
that
wait,
is-
you were going to do that? Hold on.
a $3 million valuation?
You were going to go from 4 to what, 5? Justin,
What do you mean?
Wait.
Well, why'd you just go down to 2?
He's out, Justin. So look, $300,000 is obviously not enough. So you already have in mind where you're going to go get your additional capital.
I mean, we need probably a $700,000 line of credit.
All right, that's easy. So if I went in with Peter, so if you had a global, domestic, and I don't mind putting up, and I'm sure Peter won't either, a line of credit at 8, 9, whatever the interest rate should be.
8, 9?
Yeah, because
No.
rates are going up. For a line of credit,
Tough negotiator you are,
for a line of
Justin.
credit,
Mark, but we have inventory. We have assets, hard assets. I know you guys give out line of credits to like apps and stuff. There's nothing tangible.
Yeah,
we actually have
clothing
hard
is
assets.
inventory.
Justin,
Even if you got
didn't
50%.
even flinch when he said me and Peter together, which they both have
then
shared
you
with
make us an offer.
huge backgrounds.
Justin, you make us an
Yeah,
offer.
because it seems like
we
we're
can say
wasting
yes or
time
no.
here.
No.
Everything they say to you is like, no. So
Well,
what are we doing?
you're valuing
So you
this.
have a
Now you're not
chance.
really seeing the.
You get a chance to.
No, we're seeing that, and we're seeing that there's going to be 10 more people through the door in another minute.
The
So
thing is,
what's your offer?
So Justin, I'll include the $700,000 line of credit, but $300,000 cash. What is the equity you're willing to offer us?
A commercial break is what we're offering here,
sharks
but
around.
you know, absolutely. I mean, Damon just really has his backup. I'm really curious as to what was said outside of what's been edited. If there's anything that was said that was outside. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm sure Justin was there for at least 45 plus minutes going back and forth here, and it's been edited down. So if man, like something has definitely, I mean, probably the 4% for 300,000, you know, you have sales, and you know, it's like, what are you know, as they ask, like, what are you doing here then? Are you really here to get a deal, or are you just here to you know, maybe get a big boost in sales, at least in the short term? Man, I think that a deal with Mark and Peter would be absolutely phenomenal, especially if, you know, the 700,000 is on the table. I mean, inventory was his number one, you know, the number one thing that Justin mentioned. So, you know, knowing that you need like 700,000 in inventory. Look, the problem with clothes, yeah, it is an asset, but the thing is as Dane pointed out, like, things come in and out of style all of the time. And while the look might be a generalization of a look, what's hot as far as like who is you know, the go-to for that style of the time is always going to be a rapidly changing thing. So you know, I definitely hear what Damon's saying. Like, and then, you know, it's like, okay, well, we have this inventory, and our inventory only is like, you know, our cost is at $15, but you know, it's not worth $65 if no one's willing to pay $65 for it. Just as simple as that. Now, going into a recession, yes and no. I mean, I don't think that $65 for a high quality collared shirt is a lot. But I do think that it's a lot when you're talking about something that you might not wear as just a shirt in and of itself. That is where I would take issue with, because you're it's like, okay, I'm spending 65, and then yeah, I could wear it as just a golf shirt, but I personally didn't care for the look of that. You know, it looks a lot better as the collar and everything like that. But again, I feel like there's shirts that have that sewn in, and maybe they're not as stiff as Justin's shirts, that or the collars aren't as stiff. So maybe that's a huge differentiator. I know I like shirts that are, definitely have a stiff collar and don't get all like, wavy and things of that nature when I am going to wear a button-down shirt or a collared shirt.
Kevin and Peter have each offered $300,000 for 10% of Justin's shirt company, Collars & Co. Mark is willing to go in with Peter and has offered an additional $700,000 line of credit, but he wants a bigger chunk of equity than the 4% Justin came in offering and has asked him to make his best and final offer.
What is the equity you're willing to offer us?
5%.
Oh, come on, man.
But look,
Okay.
I think 10% is too much. I just think 10% is too much.
When you
I think
say
you're not
that, Justin,
valuing-
let me clean something
This
up
is
to make
not-
your decision making easier. 10% is too much? I'm out.
Okay. Yeah.
Justin-
You're not valuing.
Justin, I know the value of this business, and you've done really well to get a 10% offer.
So you're saying it's
Wait.
worth 0.5.
No, the incremental.
Wait. If we're gonna do first of all, we're gonna do 10 million in sales this year. You're gonna value it at 0.3.
The thing is, Justin, the problem
sales?
is, listen, this is why in a
Mark knows
partnership.
that's not gonna work.
No, but you have two ears for a reason, right? And I don't think you're listening. And that's not good. That's not a good sign from an entrepreneur.
No.
You do have to listen. You
I'm
can
listening.
dismiss it and you can walk out of here. That's absolutely fine. But we should be allowed to voice our opinion, and you're not allowing me to voice mine because you keep talking over me.
No, I hear what
Which
you're
lets
saying.
me know that you're not listening. You have everything right now in the palm of your hands, and for 6%, that's all that we're talking about, 6%. You have no idea what the scale of the opportunity is and what we're going to add and the value to that? You're discounting it.
No, I'm not discounting what you guys can bring, and that's why I'm here. But we're gonna do 10 million in sales.
But what about if we take it
Justin,
to
but with
200
the
million?
two of them, you could actually be doing 80 million.
So you're talking to guys who've been in the business 30 years. We see deals like this all day long.
If
Concept
either one
in
of
the
us don't
beginning.
do this deal, our lives are not going to change. We're still going to be rich.
It's okay, Mark. Yeah, but it sounds like you're not that. That gives the vibe that you're not really that interested anyway. If you're willing to, to shoot that out there, state the obvious. Why don't you? So, look, 10%, 300,000 plus the line of credit. I mean, you're effectively opening up $1 million for 10%, and you're getting two sharks at that. If that's the case, right? That's what at that point I would be looking to negotiate to. It's like, okay, they seem really stuck on that, and they probably were talking about this for a while at this point in the pitch. So where are we? Where can I get? Is it 700,000, or can I push that? Can I push them even further to get them up to $1 million in the line of credit and 300,000? Because the cash, I mean, he owns 100% of the company. You own 100%. So, giving up 5% to each shark, if that's the deal, because I mean, obviously, if they want 20%, that starts to get maybe a little bit more difficult for Justin as well, since he's having trouble going from 4 to 10 at the moment.
Justin, you're asking us to go to work for you. There is no amount you could pay to hire the two of us to mentor you and help you. Him, globally, I couldn't even hire him. If you're valuing your company at 20 million and 10%...
Are you gonna give you a discount to 3?
Justin,
I have a
I'm out.
feeling you're not going to get a deal.
I'm out
I
too,
think-
Justin.
Would you do it for 7?
No.
I think we're all out, right?
We're all out.
7%?
We're out. Justin, I hate to say it, but I've got a feeling that one day you're going to regret this moment.
He still has a chance to say yes, so here it is. $300,000 in equity for 10%. I'll put up a line of credit of $700,000. We'll do a market rate interest, right? But it's first dollar in, meaning I get paid the minute you get paid by your customer.
And you're in it?
And I'm in it.
Yes or no?
Let's do it.
There you go.
Good job, guys.
Wow.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
the best deal
well,
we've
was
ever
right there,
done.
Damon.
Congrats, man. You've done an amazing deal.
Thanks.
Well done for not walking away.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like guys that wore this shirt. But congratulations. No, congratulations. I'm glad you were able to start listening.
Thank you so much. This was great.
He reminded me me of me. I'm not going to lie. Because when you're young, you don't know what you don't know. I did a lot more talking than listening.
It's going to be interesting to see how he works with us, though.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
It means a ton that Mark Cuban and Peter Jones are mentors now. I mean, having them in my corner is just going to kind of free me up to think bigger than I ever thought before. And hopefully one day I'll be sitting next to them in one of the shark chairs.
Wow. Let's go check out Justin's website here. So right now they're offering 15% off your first order. Just drop in your email. 50% off all, because it's Black Friday, right? This is at least the last time, I guess still Black Friday. 50% off all orders, 20% off 100, 25% off 200, plus free shipping. Wow. Okay. So, pretty stacked deal there going on. As seen on Shark Tank, love to see that sprinkled in, featured in a bunch of different. I think that goes a long way there, right? Like being able to be featured in these different magazines and areas that are really hitting your target customer, I think is really definitely important. Now, you look at these like a semi-spread collar polo, and they have women's dress polo. So that's, they didn't even mention anything about that in there, but and they're now selling belts, which is cool. A stretch belt for $60. It's a little pricey, but if the quality's there, that's not necessarily a terrible price. It's just, it's a little bit on the high side from what I would generally paid for my last belt. I want to say it was like 35 or 40. So these other things, I like the look of these other articles of clothing than just the golf shirt that he brought out there. So, I 188 for a down jacket. That's not. It's a lot. $188 is still a lot of money, but if it's high quality, I don't think that's that bad. Especially if you're going to have it for, years to come, or if you're just into the whole, fashion of this year. So we got 29,500 followers over on I was about to say Facebook, Instagram. Is that that's Tiki Barber? I thought that was Tiki Barber. Very cool to see him dressed up. 113 likes. So they got so quite a bit of engagement going on here on over on the Instagram. Facebook, we got 3,000 likes. Not as much. And that definitely know your worth. Is that a picture of I guess that's for a movie? Huh. Anyway, it seems like not as much going on over on Facebook as far as engagement goes, and Twitter pretty much is the same. But we got TikTok, and he's got 77,500 followers over there, almost 1 million likes, which is great to see. And this is Tiki Barber. That video only has 7,500. Not enough people know who Tiki Barber is, and I'm not a Tampa Bay fan. Anyway, Justin, I'd love to have you come on the show. Just drop a comment down below. Like Pablo says, the bigger the mustache, the more subscribers that will come. Ding, ding. I don't know how much longer I can keep the mustache. My wife Melissa is not really a fan. I'm enjoying it. I think it's hilarious and just something different, and kind of breaks up the monotony of everything. But she's not a huge fan, so I don't know how long it's going to last. But I appreciate you watching and sticking around to the end. I'll see you in one of these two videos over here. Take care and go be super.